everyone and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on this super dewy, super neutral look that I've got for you today. But I really like it because it's super dewy, super glowy, super fresh. I have dry skin, so I like super dewiness, but I think it's something, if you use products that are oil-free, I think anybody could use this look because it is glowy and dewy in all the right places. So if you like this look and you want to learn how I did it, then just keep watching. Okay, I want this look to be super dewy and fresh, so I'm going to start out as a primer to just prep my skin with the MAC Fix Plus. I'm just going to spray it all over my face for my primer. So I'm going to be using today for foundation, I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Foundation, and I'm going to use this because for a super dewy look, I love to use a serum foundation. It just really gives that all over glow, and this foundation is really nice for giving that super bright dewiness. And just dotting this. I think this color is a little light for me right now, but we'll see. And I'm just going to blend that out with my beauty blender. A lot of people don't like using a beauty blender with this foundation because it's so thin and they say it soaks it up, but I never have a problem with it. I like it with a beauty blender even more so than a brush. On the same line for my concealer, I want an all over glow today. So I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer as well. This is a serum concealer as well as the serum foundation. It gives a nice amount of coverage. It's super lightweight, but it is super dewy. I do recommend that if you have oily skin or if concealers tend to crease underneath your eyes, then I would recommend definitely setting this. But I do like that this concealer blends out very easily. It does not take much for it to blend out. I'm putting it on my lids as well to work as a primer. I have very dry eyelids, so I can do that, but I don't recommend putting it on your eyelids if your eyelids are oily because it is that dewiness, so it's not going to hold the concealer, or it's not going to hold your eyeshadow if you have oily eyelids. But for my super dry, cakey ass eyelids, it's just fine. I'm going to go ahead and set just where I put concealer. Like I said, you will want to set this if you have any oiliness or if you have an issue with creasing. I'm not oily, but my under eyes can crease pretty easily, so I am going to set this, and I'm using my Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour Palette. I love this palette. It's so inexpensive. I think it was like $4, $3 at the drugstore, but it really is nice. What I do like about this powder is that if I'm wanting it to be dewy, it's not going to super mattify. It still lets the glow shine through, which I like. Oh yeah, you can see how shiny this is already. I love it. Okay, I'm going to use the other side to contour my face. It's a nice neutral contour color. As you guys have probably been able to tell, I really don't do a super sharp contour. I have pretty high cheekbones anyway, but I like to give me a little bit of a cut. My big contouring area is my jawline. I like to carve out my jawline. Okay, I want to add a little bit more of a warmth glow to my skin, so I'm using the it's a Bare Minerals day. I've used a lot of Bare Minerals stuff. The Bare Minerals bronzer in Skinny Dip. I really like this bronzer because it's not super warm, but it is giving a nice little bit of a tan. going to do my highlight first because I do want a pretty intense highlight, but I still want it to be somewhat natural. I'm going to go in with, of course, a champagne pop. And I'm pretty much going to drench myself in this. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Packing it on. Oh yeah. You know how I feel about that Cupid bow highlight. Oh, so much glow. So much glow. Ooh. For blush, I'm going to be going in with my Luminoso. I'm going to go in with my Luminoso Baked blush from Milani. Has a lot of shimmer and highlight in it, so that's why I'm using that one. I'm going to take my all over face brush that I use for my bronzer, and I'm just going to blend this all together on the cheek, but not going up into my more highlighted area. I want to keep that pretty intense. The eyes are going to be so super simple today. I want it to be dewy and fresh, but I want it to be really, really natural too. So I'm only going to be using 3 eyeshadows from this palette at all. I'm going to be using my handy dandy Tartelette and Bloom palette. I promise I'm going to use another palette in a tutorial soon. This is pretty much the only one I've been using this summer. Just the perfect summer eyeshadow palette for me. But once fall gets in here, I am going to start using a couple more palettes, I promise. Okay, so I'm going to take the shade Charmer. I'm going to put that all over my lid just to give me a nice all over highlight. I'm going to do a crease shade, and for the crease, I'm just going to go in with my Smarty Pants color right here. And I'm being pretty easy with this and pretty much putting it all over my crease and even onto my lid a little bit, just because I want to give it some nice definition, but I don't need a lot of precision when I'm blending. The only other eyeshadow I'm going to use is my favorite eyeshadow in this whole palette. Let's just do a little swatch here real quick. But Dow! I love this eyeshadow. It's called Funny Girl. And I'm going to take this shade and I'm going to put it all over my lid into my inner corner. Oh yeah. I'm going to put my first layer on dry. And then I'm going to put some Fix Plus on it to make it wet. I want it so almost too much. I want almost too much glow. Yeah, that's not possible. Ooh. Okay. Take some little Fix Plus on my brush. You might see something special. Oh my god. So much glow. I'm just going to go back in. I'm not going to put any more product on my brush, but I'm going to take what's left of the crease color and blend that together into the crease. I'm pulling it a little bit onto the lower lash line as well. I want that glow all the way around. Same on this side. The only thing I'm going to do now is go back into my Smarty Pants shade, and I'm going to put a little bit of definition on the lower lash line. In the summer, I rarely ever wear eyeliner, so I tend to really pack on the mascara. I'm going to go in with my They're Real Tinted Primer from Benefit. Prime my lashes first. Now I'm going to go on mascara. I'm going to use my Smashbox X Rated mascara. I love this mascara. It makes them look really long. Alright, and that is it for the eyes. I want to do a very nude, very glossy lip. So I'm going to go in with one of my favorite nudes that has a little bit of a gloss to it. If I want a nude lip but also want some gloss to it, I pretty much always go in with my ColourPop Lippie stick, and this is in the shade Aquarius. This was the collaboration with Kathleen Lights. Pretty that is, so pretty. And I like the glossiness of this one, but I just want a little bit more gloss. So I'm gonna go on to my Makeup Forever Artist Plexi-gloss. Plexi-gloss is what it's called. My Artist Plexi-gloss in shade 100P. Just in the center, getting a little bit of extra glossiness. Decided to put my hair in a really high little half top knot thing. Last thing I'm going to do is just spray myself on so much dewiness. And that is it. That completes this look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love this look. I think this is a look that you could really wear all year long. If you like a nice dewiness, if you like a glow, then wear it all year because it is very neutral. You don't have a ton of super summery bright colors. So I think this is a look you can wear all year round to give you that all around super natural, super dewy, glowy look. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.